I'll try the mic. It is said I don't need a microphone when I speak. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Right on. Nichkiwe doga shishan nishnabek. Kani michkiji gunkinu addition kasket the ganzibi donjaba. Pijaji goman nishnabeki. Mon nom c'est Claudette Commanda. Je suis une femme bancaire de la Première Nation de Kitaganzibi dans la province du Québec. Je suis très fière d'être ici pour parler d'un subject that is very, very important. And je vais donner toute my presentation just in English. I welcomed you in my Algonquin language, and I'm very happy to be here to talk about a very important, critical subject. My spirit name is Kani Michkijigunkinu. That's who I am as a First Nation woman. That's who I am as one of the original peoples of this great land that is called Turtle Island. But my English name is Claudette Commanda. But my government name is 07300799202. That is who I am in the eyes of the government. And why do I say this? Because it is important for you to know that in any issue that you're dealing with, learning about First Nations people, you're going to learn the current issues. You're going to learn what is happening today, why these things are going on. But what's really important and critical to know is that there is a history that is attached to any of the social, economic, legal, political, health issues facing First Nations people. There is an history. If you do not know the history, then you will certainly cannot find a viable solution. As what Bob Marley said, you need to know where you're coming from in order to know where you're going, right? Bob Marley, one of my heroes. I have many heroes. The work that I do as a professor, I predominantly focus on colonization and decolonization. But before we can decolonize, you must understand what is colonization. Colonization continues to this day here in this land called Canada. It continues to stranglehold First Nations people. Laws continue to be created that do impact First Nations children, First Nations women, First Nations men in our communities. Laws that have been created that continue to impact our sovereignty, our self-determination. And I'm hoping that today that I can bring to you what are those historical realities, what are those historical facts that have contributed to the 30,000 First Nations children that are in care. 10,000 just in the province of Manitoba. That is a lot of our children. 30,000 of our children that are in care. That means it tremendously impacts our nations. It means that without our children, we will not have our nations. That means our rights to our children continue to be taken away. You need to know this. You need to know this whether you are going to be health professions, doctors, and I understand that there are other students from various other disciplines that are in this audience as well. Some of you may go on to be legal professions, policymakers. Well, regardless of what you do in your profession, you need to understand the history, learn the history. And I'm hoping that I can bring that to you today. Thank you. Oh, and I'm also proud to be here because my son's in med school.